Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video. So let's talk about the current Fiend Hunter, Bikini Impossible. As you guys can see, this is going to be what it is, a BAYWATCHER. I just did some testing run earlier, managed to beat the level 9 boss. So let's try and jump into the level 10 boss, probably going to be the same process for this particular guy. Now if you guys are not aware, this guy is pretty much made for Rubia, alright, DOT. Pretty much is going to be the concept surrounding this particular guy. He has 3 weak spots in the middle, but the one in the middle, the head part, tend to receive more later on. As you can see, I believe there's this one, right? 200% vulnerability to the Fiend's head part for 1 turn. So later on, there will be one point in time where you have to focus on the head. So I was using this for the team as a whole, right? So we got the magic, the physical team at the team 1, and then magic team at the team 2. Now obviously, earlier I was using, instead of Wilhelmina, I was using a Lethal in this particular team. And surprisingly, Wilhelmina did way more, alright, alongside with Rafitia and stuff, because she's able to help with stacking the chain. And this particular costume, even though I only have this at +4, right? This one at +4, pretty much stop with the flashing, man. Pretty much, this one, I am lacking a little bit in the damage, right? But still, you are there to mostly just stack the chain. And that's just going to be the focus of it, 10% less damage, right? So with that, I guess we can jump into it. I will show you guys the strategy for level 10. At least this is what I use, right? I'm sure there are going to be plenty of strategies out there. This one might not be the best one, but hopefully you guys get an idea generally of what this does. Now, turn off my face cam. You guys can see right now. For turn 1, so what do you actually do right here? So ideally for this one, you are going to, we are not going to apply this particular one. This one you can see, later on you can see this apply 200% vulnerability to the Fiend's head part for 1 turn, right? And then you are going to do, we will be doing fixed damage if you can apply the weakening. So weakening is going to rely on Rubia. You need made Rubia for that to decrease the defense, right? But we don't do that early on. So first things first, we're going to start off with Rafitia for the swimsuit. We try to reduce everybody's SP, alright, SP requirements. We don't do anything for Wilhelmina, she's just going to normal attack for now. And then we go with this for Leatrice, and then we go with this one for Rubia. So always try to use this particular swimsuit made, bikini made Rubia. I think that's what it's called, right? Bikini made Rubia. Whenever you have the chance, always use the bikini made Rubia. She's going to be the one that gives you the most damage, right? So we go with normal hit, go with Leatrice DOT. So Leatrice is going to cycle between this skill and the one that shoots the mate Leatrice. You're not gonna use this particular one, so you don't need to use this particular one. So that is pretty much done. So they want basically, if the part is under DOT, apply 100% vulnerability. You have to apply DOT to the enemy, right? So this is going to be very, very important. If you don't apply DOT, you cannot do that. So both teams have to have a DOT character. For team 2, I have Therese for that particular run. So we're gonna have that as a whole. So now the next one, the boss is gonna do this. Increase damage dealt, you can see right here. If the part is under DOT, apply 1 chain weakening. So we are going to be able to do that. So now we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this. Wilhelmina can go to the middle, right? And then we're gonna go with Rubia's this particular skill first, and then make Leatrice at the end right there. So only 2 characters will get hit. So we're gonna do this. Boom. Okay. Smash in the middle. And then do as much burn as we can. Boom. So better to focus on the left or right than to focus in the middle, especially for mate Leatrice. Just so you guys know, the head part is going to be more important. You still get 2 weak spots regardless, but if you go to the middle, you can see you only get 3, but if you go here to the right, you get 4 areas, right? So it's going to be much more worth it in that particular case. So we're going to go with Wilhelmina in the middle for now, and then go back to, what's the name? Bikini made Rubia, right there. And then Leatrice is going to go here, and then now we can use Wilhelmina first skill. Now the next one, the boss, as you can see, if the part is under DOT, apply 10% increased chain damage to all parts for 6 turns. So you gotta make sure there's a DOT being applied. Alright, this is very, very important. Alright, so we're gonna do that right here. So buff as much as we can. So go into the middle as much as we can right here. Alright. So far it's 94%. Okay, decent DOT right there. 85%. Okay, so this part, this is where we're gonna start rotating. Notice Rubia now. We can't use the first skill, the basic skill, the Dancing Rubia Desert. We can't use the Bikini Maid. So now we'll be using this one, the Pirate Maid Rubia. Now this is going to apply weakening, and this is going to affect the boss to basically use this particular skill on us. Now notice one very important thing, right? Apply 200 vulnerability, very important. And then the boss is going to do 16,720 fixed damage physical to the allies. So 16,000 fixed damage is a lot of damage. The only character that can sustain this is going to be, in our case, our Liberta. Alright, so Liberta will be able to take it, as you can see. Even though the boss applies 16,000, but Liberta will only receive 8,000 fixed damage. You cannot reduce that with defense or whatever, it's a fixed damage, right? Now the reason why Liberta receives less is because I believe the boss is a wind element, right? And then Liberta is going to be fire in that particular case. So that's going to be what it is, and I think this boss is literally made for Rubia. You can see the boss do have 25% defense, and Rubia can also reduce 25% defense. What a coincidence, right? So we're gonna go with this buff in the middle. We're gonna go back with what's her name again? Wilhelmina. Going to go with this particular chain reinforcement one. Gonna apply this particular one in the middle. Is it better to be in the middle? Let me see. We're going to hit all 3 tiles regardless. So I think it's better to go to the left or to the right, it seems like, right? But I guess I can move her here. It seems like it's better to go here. We are still gonna get all 3 weak spots. And then for this, we're gonna go with Maid. This one is gonna do the most damage, alright? Look at this. For this turn 7. Alright, let's show you guys the damage right here. Okay. 39 chain, that's a lot of chain. I was using Lethal earlier, not even close damage. Look at it, look at that. Alright, that is a lot of damage. And Liberta, take that. She tanked that like a champ, right? So now, there's going to be one more turn because this thing can apply twice, alright? Because remember our Rubia, the weakening actually applies for one more turn. So still put your Liberta right there. She is still going to get hit. Regardless, I will switch back to this particular one just to give us more SP, because as you can see, we're starting to lose a little bit of SP. So go back to this, because you can only do so much. This is going to be how we're going to position it. So the next one is going to be the one. We still got one more turn before the boss kills us, right? So do this. Bam. Okay. Alright, decent DOT right there. Okay, Liberta took that like a champ. Alright, so this is going to be the last one. So we can go, I guess it doesn't matter which one you use, right? So just make sure to go Maid Leatrice last. And this would be for our team one. So level 10, we managed to do about, I guess, 60%. The boss is left with 40%, I'm guessing. Let's see if that's the case with all the DOT and stuff, right? Okay, 30%. Okay, so we managed to do about 70% of the damage with Team 1. Again, my mate, Bikini Maid, what's her name again? I'm so confused. I almost say Liberta. Rubia is not +5, she's +4, right? If you have +5, you would be able to do more for sure. Now, Team 2. We are going to start off with this one because we don't have enough SP, and we're going to start off with this one, right? This one is going to be for DOT because remember, this boss requires DOT. If not, he will have 90% barrier. If DOT, then he will have 100% vulnerability instead. Alright, make sure you guys do that. And then we're going to have, what's her name? Diana is going to be there. And then we are not going to use Livia, but we're going to set it up with Loan right there. Now that KO is a little bit scary. How am I getting KO'd right there? I will push you to the front, I guess, if that's the case. So give me the SP. DOT. Boom. Okay. Just like that for now. Okay, so we got that. Now apply augmentation effect to all parts again. We are the boss is supposedly under DOT, so we're gonna have the chain weakening. So now I will move. It's better for me to do this. We are going to be constantly in the middle, right? So which one do we use for Therese? We use the swimsuit one first. And then we don't really need to use this for Diana, so just normal hit for now. And then Livia goes with this. And then Loanne goes with this. We're gonna go with the Bunny Loanne last. Based on what I've tested, that's gonna give us more effects. Okay. Boom for now. Decent damage, 27%. Okay, hopefully everybody is still alive. Okay, now we go back to the DOT part. Because this one, remember? If the part is under DOT, apply 10% increased chain. We have to do that for the boss specifically. So we're gonna go with Livia, this particular one. We're gonna go with the setup. Alright, setup for in our case for Loanne, we can't use that, so we're gonna set up Loanne one more time. Not the perfect formation, but this is going to be better than nothing. Okay. Too bad Livia, we cannot use that particular one. It's a little bit unfortunate. Actually, I feel like I should have gone with that first and then go with the weakening first after, so that we can set up with Bunny Loanne right now. Because Bunny Loanne is not getting much chain for this particular setup. I will be going to... I can't hit any weak spot with Diana. Regardless, that's just what it is, eh? So we are going to remove the vulnerability, but the boss, as you can see, have 0 vulnerability anyways. 0. So hopefully Bunny Loanne is going to... yeah, this is not going to be that much of a damage. Can I get these two? It's not, we're not going to get crit. Okay, I guess it's decent, right? 20%. If I do a better rotation, it's going to be like about, I can do 80% of it, right? But still, I think the second team mine is not optimal rotation, because ideally you want to basically make Bunny Loanne go with one of the Livia's other two costume, not the overheat one, right? So that's going to be something that you have to like maybe adjust a little bit to make sure that happens. But regardless, the team one is going to be the carry, as you can see. Leatrice, Rubia, Tone of Desert Rubia, Maid Bikini Rubia, Empress of the Ocean Rubia. This is going to be the damage throughout, right? So Leatrice and Rubia is going to be the one that you want to consider, right? Pushing the DOT as a whole. I think I can get more damage because my Tone of Desert Rubia, I did not power up some of the kit, some of the potential liberation. Let me see. So if I look at this, my Tone of Desert Rubia, I did not upgrade this particular one. So this one can give me even more, right? As you can see. Yeah, probably that can help a little bit more with the damage. Crit damage right here. Crit damage right here. So this one is going to give me 50% more, which I did not have. So possibly that will be something that will help you. This one is fully liberated. The Maid Rubia is not needed. This one you only use her once. But ideally, hers the best is still going to be... Let me see, who is still going to be the best one? This one gives you a lot of crit damage. The Maid one gives you some fire right here. I feel like this one is going to be more valuable. 52% attack, 47% crit damage. Yeah, I think this one is going to be the one that I should have gone with, right? Hopefully, I'll try that again. Hopefully can push maybe like 5 to 10% more with that particular one. So yeah, this is going to be it for this particular video, guys. Hopefully you guys are able to fight the boss BAYWATCHER. Alright, so yeah, let me show you guys the gears. I forgot, right? So for Leatrice, gear, make sure you have about 2k attack and 700% crit damage should be fine. By the way, her weapon got buffed recently, which is big improvement, right? She's very strong, right? She got crit damage right now. As you can see, I've been trying to see if I can get this even higher, right? But BBS is probably the highest I can go. Sometimes you can get lucky with a little bit higher, but that's going to be the one. For my Leatrice and Rubia, I believe it's the same, 2.3k, almost 700% crit damage. It's about there. Been trying to improve the gears. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. If you guys haven't already, subscribe, give this video a like. I hope you guys can do this, enjoy the video. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to use these 2 coupon codes that I've posted on my YouTube post, so make sure you guys use that as well. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.